Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 or 5 of character introductions for the Indigo Nexus, an upcoming Invisible Sun game here on Sword and Key. I'm Mare, I use they, she pronouns, and today we have lovely Trout with us, and it is going to tell us who they are very quickly, and then give it the character sentence for its character.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Trout Rice Carlson. I use its pronouns. Today and in the future for Invisible Sun, I'm going to be playing So. So uses they, them pronouns. They are an iconoclastic empath of the Order of Weavers who revels in beauty.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. By the time this is aired, we've aired a couple other character introductions so far, and this time we do have an official air date for the game. The premiere session 1 will be on February 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm ready to get started. You?
Oh, I'm here with bells on, ready to go.
So, quick. This first scene will be taking place in a hospital as a small content warning. I know a lot of people who don't like hospitals, so just a heads up, if you need to step away or forward by a little bit, go for it. I'm not going to get super explicit, but it is important to the scene. Okay, with that being said, this is your first time playing the system, and every game we start with a card pull on the Silver Sun, the Sun of Beginnings and Creation. I have pulled on the Silver Sun the Compelling Voice. Value of 2, Secrets, Ravens, Books, and Flames. Meanings: control, domination, and persuasion. The right voice can command an army in word or song. The compelling voice bids us to do something we might not do otherwise. It moves us, frightens us, appeals to our sense of reason. Those who master such a technique have a weapon in their arsenal equal to any other. Because the Secrets family is related to books, however, it's worth considering that the voice in question might actually come in the form of a written message. The speaker might be an author instead. Mostly, however, compelling voice is considered to be the outsider of the Secrets family. Invisible magic is enhanced, and I feel like this is pretty applicable to So. The deck
Sounds familiar.
The deck is so good about this, just in general, about really working with the plot. Okay. So, the scene opens up in a hospital. It is quiet in the ICU with nothing but the sound of beeping and quiet footsteps wandering the hallways. A young man, probably in his 20s or early 30s, can be seen walking down this very quiet hallway. Occasionally, a nurse or a doctor stepping by him as he has a very specific destination in mind. He is not super tall, probably like just under 6 feet. He has very broad shoulders and a narrow waist, and his hair is a shaggy dark brown with a rat tail long enough just to reach the end of his shoulder blades. His nose might have been broken once, maybe twice. And even though he has never been in this hospital before, he seems to know where he's going. And eventually he finds himself in room 407 as he walks in. There are 2 beds. One of them is empty, but the one closer to the window has a patient in it, hooked up with medical instruments in a hospital gown. The computer nearby is reading brainwaves, and they're going. There is life there, but this person is sleeping. They have been in a coma for a very, very long time. And this man walks in and very quietly shuts the door behind him. There are no locks, but he takes one of the chairs and presses it up against the door before slowly making his way into the room. He grabs the pillow off of the other bed and goes to the foot of the bed where there is a chart. He opens it, looks down, reads the name J. Doe, before putting it back down and standing at the side of this bald individual under blankets. And he moves the curtain around the entire bed. And he just stands there for minutes, seeming to have his thoughts far, far away from where he actually is. For a second, he lifts his arms and then puts them back down. And that pillow slowly begins to make its way over this sleeping individual's face. And before it makes contact, there is a very sharp exhale of breath as he plops that pillow down on the person's chest and almost defeatedly like sits on the edge of the bed. And he's just like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I think with that, I'm going to hand it over to you, Trout. What kind of scene would you like to set up for us, whether that is internal, external, to give us more of an insight into your character?
I think while it's a very still room, even though there's a moment of high tension and a moment of choice going on inches from So's face, they are not at peace either. Within their mind is a desperate, clawing need to scrape past a surface of consciousness, which they've never been closer to. They've wanted to wake up so many times. They were waiting to be told it was the right time. They knew when the light found their eyes, it would be the moment, and they can see light. If they could just open their eyes, they would finally be able to live for the first time. And I think the words that they hear are not what the fuck am I doing here, but I hear. Someone's here. They finally come to get me. And I think their eyes start to flutter because someone actually came.
You don't know who is supposed to come get you.
No.
But someone is here, and you see, as you open your eyes and see this kind of tall, broad-shouldered man sitting next to you, there, the back of them is just like hitting your hip, on like from beneath, like on top of the blankets. Do you want to tell us like what you look like?
Yeah. So is pretty tall, decently tall, 5'8". They are completely bald. They have very icy crystal blue eyes that they've never used in memory. Or if they have, it was from so long ago that the memories are too cloudy to really pull up. They're presently in a hospital gown. They are beautiful, but in a very like neutral sort of androgynous way. They are, they have an androgynous figure. They are flat chested. They are pretty willowy when they walk. Not that they ever have. Graceful, not that they would know. I think they are kind of, yeah, everything about them is pretty neutral and like plain, but in a very like intriguing and beautiful way. And I think the look that always comes to their eyes now that they're open is inquisitiveness and a desire to see.
It's also very bright. You've
Yeah,
seen
it
light.
hurts.
It hurts. You've seen light in your dreams, but that's not the same as actually seeing with your two flesh and blood eyes. And this room is also very neutral. It is all very soft tans and whites and some blues. And this, the only dark figure you see is this individual who is sitting on your bed, has not noticed the fact that you opened your eyes, dressed in like slightly ripped dark denim jeans and a like leather jacket under on top of like a t-shirt.
They didn't tell me what you'd look like. Have you come to get me?
And I have a question. Is your voice fresh or is it rusty from never being used?
I think it feels, I think they've been hydrating me, at least like,
Oh, absolutely.
At least I've been getting like a drip. So I don't think necessarily that helps completely because I haven't used my voice in years. But I think it's easier than I thought it would be. I think it just feels a little dry.
Yeah. And as you speak, there is a like slight like jolt of like startlement as this man looks down at you. I wasn't. Hi. I thought
Hello.
I was told you were going to be asleep.
Oh. I was told that I would wake up when it was time to go. Has the plan changed?
I'm sorry. What plan?
The plan to take me back.
I think we're. And he like turns a little bit to face you a bit more and like literally gives you like a good like look up and down. I'm like, sorry, I don't think
You say that a lot. Why are you sorry?
I think
You shouldn't be.
I don't think you're. I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
Oh. I was worried about that. Perhaps I am deficient. And they aren't coming after all.
Well, I wouldn't call your. Why would you think you're deficient? Are you okay? You've been. And he looks around the room. You've been in a hospital. Not that this is actually a hospital, but.
At this point, I think I might notice the pillow on my chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is this here?
And there's a split second where he just freezes, like, and it's like you can tell that he's contemplating on like how he wants to respond to this question before he inhales and exhales deeply. I was actually hired to kill you, but I decided not to go through with it because it's kind of a shitty thing to do. I wasn't expecting you to wake up ever, but let alone now, so sorry for trying to kill you.
I had wondered if it was going to happen. You don't need to be sorry. I'd rather you didn't.
I decided not to. Don't worry. I just don't know what to do now. Because I was going to leave, but now you're awake and it's a little awkward.
May I have a choice?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Would you tell me your name?
I wasn't expecting that. My name's Gotthold.
Gotthold is a very beautiful name.
I'm
It's the first one I've ever heard. So I think it is very beautiful because I'm thankful to hear it. Thank you for telling me, Gotthold. Gotthold! I love saying it. Thank you.
Oh, what's your name? Do you have a name? It just says J Doe, which I know is not I know it's just what they call people when they don't know who they are.
Huh. I don't think I will keep that one. My name is So. I don't know who gave it to me, but I think it's very beautiful. Because it's the act of bringing things together. That's two beautiful things, Gotthold. Two beautiful things since I woke. I'm doing it. Exactly what I'm supposed to do. Even if it was an accident, thank you. You've started me on the way.
Like, he stands up and like he pulls over like a chair and like sits next to you instead of on the side of your bed. Are you?
When he stands up, I first reach out because I don't want him to go and I'm scared he's going to.
No, or sorry.
Don't say it, please. Please don't be sorry about anything happening right now. It's the best day. It's the only day that I've ever had.
So you knew you were gonna wake up. Have you been asleep? How long have you been asleep?
I wasn't supposed to think about that too deeply. since I was very small, maybe 5 or 6. I don't remember very much. But that doesn't matter. I don't need to.
Um,
I, I slept so I could learn, so I could be ready for the great work when I wake up.
what's your work?
To behold all that is beautiful and name it so. So that anyone that wants to know of it could simply find me and I would tell them. It is my work to revel in all that's beautiful.
And
I think,
you could tell like he's getting a little like a lot is being thrown at him at once that he does not understand.
like, weirdly more for him than for So.
Exactly.
Like, I thought So was gonna be the fish out of water, and it's like not the case.
No. Gotthold's like he didn't like pull away from you when you grabbed his hand, but he doesn't pull away. So, but he does like reach over and like grab the nearby chair for like guests and stuff, and he like pulls it over and he like sits down, continuing to hold your hand. I'm sorry, this is a lot all at once, especially since I was told this was supposed to be a very simple and quick job.
Do you kill people very often?
No.
I might have guessed that, since you didn't do it.
No, no, it's not often. Who did you think was gonna come get you?
They didn't tell me. Someone was supposed to come, and they would tell me it was time to go back so I could begin the great work. And I dreamed for a long time about what they would look like, and I was not displeased when it was your face, even if it's a mistake.
Do you know where you are?
No.
Do you know where you're supposed to be?
They didn't tell me too much. Because if I don't think anyone wanted to cloud my perspective before it was time for me to have one.
Okay, so we are working. Well, you're a blank canvas.
I wouldn't say that entirely.
Okay. Well,
I know that your name is Gotthold. I know that my name is So. I know that I'm supposed to find beautiful things, and so far, I've found 2. And, I need to go find the people. Or rather, they need to go find me. So that we can all find a beautiful place together. I'm going to build a church, you see.
Oh. Like a religion? For a religion?
Religion. I suppose that would be the closest word, but I think it's more for companionship and for community. Does that work? Is that right?
I wouldn't say it's wrong. I'm just a fish out of water. Not that that means much, considering there's a lot of fish that live out of water.
A fish out of... An idiom! Yes? That's...
You know a lot, considering you've been asleep for a long time.
No. I only know conceptually what they are. I'd never heard a specific one before. That's what it is, right?
Right.
A fish out of water, because you're not where you're supposed to be. You're confused?
Very.
I squeeze his hand so tightly. It's the first idiom. Do you know songs?
Yes?
I've never heard a song before.
Well, since you're supposed to go back, can I make a suggestion?
Please.
I would like to not stay in this hospital.
Hospital? A place for sick people, hurt people.
Yes.
I don't think I am sick or hurt.
I
think I was...
You are either.
I don't think I belong in a hospital.
No. I don't want to go into too much detail now because it would also be a lot to explain. That would need a lot of context. But are you aware of what Indigo is and what Gray is in terms of suns?
Yes. They were part of my tutelage.
Okay. We are in the Gray sun right now, meaning the hospital doesn't really exist. It's a lie.
No, that would make sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's a good place to tuck me. That sounds like a good plan, but I can see why it was not explained to me, so I wouldn't have to have any particular feelings about it before it was time to wake up. So I'm speaking a lot more than you are. Is that overwhelming? Should I say sorry now?
No. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I'm debating... Well, of course, I'm going to bring you back to Indigo because the war is over, and I don't think trying to find your I think being here would be a bad idea in general. The shadow and stuff like that.
I wasn't supposed to wake up until the war is over. This is going well.
The war is over. It is.
So I can stay with you? Where you're going?
I see no reason why not.
They have not let go of his hand yet. And in fact, they've held on a little tighter. I think I would like to go where you're going, Gotthold.
I will... we can head back soon. Maybe... Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I hope you aren't really sorry because, I enjoy talking with you very much. You don't have to sing any songs or play any songs if you don't wish to, but, you have to understand, I've only ever heard that these things exist. And I just want to hear all beautiful things so badly.
Well, how about we maybe get you something other than, a hospital gown?
Oh. Clothing. Garments.
Yes.
You can express different aesthetic preferences depending on which ones you wear, I'm told.
Yes.
I wonder what ones I will choose. Or would you like to choose?
I was more... I'm gonna let you choose, but I'm more so just getting out of here. I don't have anything, and I don't know if what we bring here will be brought back to Indigo, so... Like, he gently takes his hand out of your hand and, like, takes off his leather jacket. You can wear this in the meantime. It'll be a little chilly when we get back. I'm more worried about shoes.
Perhaps we could borrow some. So tries to put on the jacket, like, they think they've got it. They've had instructions for how to do things, but also they've never used their limbs before, so I think it's like a little shaky.
I was going to ask that when we got to that part. Absolutely. He stands up and, do you want help? I'm sure it's really awkward to try and use your body after been sleeping for a very long time.
Perhaps we just see how I do, and if you wouldn't mind helping in case it doesn't go well?
Sure.
Thank you. So, like, pulls the blanket back, like, is sitting up to full height, like a little bird-like, like picture of Grace, swings one shaky leg off the bed, and in a full heap on the ground.
Oh, no. Gotthold definitely catches you. He was not going to let you fall.
Your arms are very warm. I don't think I knew I was cold.
Hospitals are very cold.
Well, I would like to be where there is warmth. So I think I'll just stay with you.
I can't promise that, but I will try. And he'll help you get the jacket on. Like, he'll sit you back down on the bed.
God, it's so cute. Okay.
I'm imagining, like, when Ariel's learning to use her legs for the first time.
No, exactly this. And just, like, having the best day while figuring it all out badly. Like, but I think just, like, kind of, like, wide-eyed in wonder at Gotthold and the situation and, like, understanding what contact feels like. Like, that's new. I don't think they even knew to imagine it. Like...
Well... Thankfully, I think I can get us back to Indigo before you need to actually start walking. So, it's once we get back to Indigo that we can figure it out.
All right. Gotthold. How will we get there?
Magic. Did they explain that part to you?
Yes. The fundamentals. I've never cast. I know I can, but I've been sleeping, you see.
Okay. Well, I was going to say close your eyes because...
Please.
We have to do the night side, but I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Like, they look genuinely worried and distressed. Like, maybe this won't even be here if they do.
Okay. Well, just stay holding my hand. And, like, he'll pull up his chair right in front of you so you're both facing each other while you're sitting. And, like, he takes both of your hands. All right. Maybe don't look at me directly.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
maybe
it's
I'll just look this way.
And, like, he takes one hand and he begins to cast magic. You can't 100% see the threads of magic that he is, like, pulling towards him, but you can feel it and, like, conceptually tell that something is being woven together. And it's so quick but so slow, the world seems to melt away and reform around you. And you realize that you are now in a very dark place. You hear the sound of rumbling and rolling, and it feels like you are in a deep, deep cavern being surrounded by tons and tons of earth. And, like, Gotthold exhales and pauses. We're not staying here. This is not where we're going, but we have to travel back to go forward. This is Indigo's night side.
Yes.
And then we're going to go back to Blue. And then we're going to go forward back to Indigo.
I'm ready. I want to see everything.
He nods and then inhales and exhales again, and then once again begins to cast the same exact spell that he just did.
It's like you're dancing, right?
And the world melts again. And this time it turns this very, very deep, dark blue, but it's like oppressive and an alteration of distance. Everything seems close and far at once, and some of this actually looks a little familiar.
Yes.
When you were asleep and dreaming, your consciousness was in the blue sun.
Yes.
But this is the night side of blue. So it just seems much, much more sinister. Instead of dreams, you see some nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
And then at this point, you see some perspiration on Gotthold's, like, temple. All right, just one more.
I think they can't help it. The other hand just reaches up to touch it. They can't. Are you worried? Are you ill?
No, I wasn't expecting to come back with someone, and I'm fine. Just exertion.
Can I help you? I think it would be good to help.
You could try? How do you help? So.
I think... like, So was watching, like he didn't want them to stare directly into his face.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
unblinking
absolutely.
while he cast. But I think then So instead just stared at his hand while he started weaving. And I think So understands the theories of magic, like,
Yes.
understands what weaving is. I think So is going to try and cast magic as best they can, like, from the purely theoretical education they have. And a lot of weird feelings swirling around in here, some of which shouldn't be in there. So's gonna try and help them move, I think.
And they're watching you attempt to cast this spell. And instead, like, he reaches forward and, like, plucks at a thread of your magic. I think instead of you actually casting the spell, it might be better if you just give me some of the energy. You're still very new and, well, you're a promising Vizsla, I'll say that. But, still a beginner.
Yes, I will help because I can. I'll give you what I have.
I'll just take what is needed for the spell. I don't want to drain you. And like you feel this like a little pull, like you're about to pluck out a hair, but it just keeps pulling and pulling. And just a little bit, you feel a slight tiredness, but it's not a lot. Just pulling a little bit out of your reserves. And even then, he looks a little bit more revitalized before he casts the spell one last time. And this oppressive blue, weird distances fades away one last time. And then you find yourself in not a normal place, but at least a place full of newness and life. You find yourself on a park bench, sitting side to side with Gottholds. There are leaves of in yellows and oranges and reds and like decaying browns littering the ground, and there's wind rustling through them. You see a weird looking cat, naked cat with like a centipede tail and 8 eyes, like walk by before looking up at a person with the head of a swan. And they're talking and conversing.
I think they just kind of like absent-mindedly stand up. There's just too many inputs. There are too many things to look at. They just want to walk through these leaves. Like, they want to go feel the textures. They want to smell them. They want to see every permutation of every color. Just, I think they stand up and like the word beautiful just escapes their lips, and they just walk.
You are halted as Gotthold is still holding your hand. And you're like jerked back, but the input of all this crisp autumn air, this cool breeze, the wet grass between your toes.
I'm glad we didn't find shoes.
Are you going to be okay? Maybe we should.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to deal with crying.
No, it's happy. Please don't say sorry again.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my next card. On the green sun, I pulled the Banished Serpent. Value of 3, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Meanings: balance, exile, and punishment. Visley no exile, but for them, their time in shadow, the exile was self-imposed. The Banished Serpent was cast out, sent back from whence it came. Banishment rids us of a problem, but it does not bring it to a permanent end. It is rarely a true solution, rather is most often a punishment. We banish those who have threatened us or wronged us because exile is what they fear. The fact that it ends the threat, or at least temporarily, is just an added benefit. As a punishment, then, it is an act of balance, an appropriate and measured response to an unwanted act. Silver magic is enhanced and gold is hindered. Maybe small things, one little thing at a time. Yeah, maybe we can get you actual clothes. I can get you somewhere warm. You can sit down. Controlled environment.
I just don't want to go back to sleep. Wherever we go, can we just not sleep?
You could sleep whenever you want to. How about that? But I will say, not sleeping for a prolonged period of time can be very bad for your health. So keep that in mind.
I think maybe I've got a little bit of an allowance saved up, right?
I don't know.
Well, we can test it. But I think I won't go to sleep until I have to.
Okay.
Which is very different from what the first sleep was like. You understand? You don't understand.
No.
You're a fish. You're a fish out of the river.
Yes. We can head towards. Well, it's not my place. I can head towards. We can start going to our base where I hang out with some friends of mine.
More people.
If that's okay.
Oh. Yes, it's okay.
And maybe we can also get you some actual clothes.
You said so. I'm sorry if these are... Oh, I haven't said that one before.
Which one?
I'm sorry.
You said sorry earlier.
Did I? Did I?
It's fine.
I don't want that to be easy to do.
He stands up and he holds out his arm for you to hold on to it if you would like to for balance. We have a little bit of walking to do. Can your legs handle it?
I think if I was given enough time and support, I could probably just fly, so I take his arm happily. Maybe you'll just help me get a little stronger.
Yes. And if you need me to, I can carry you if you want.
I wonder what that would be like.
Do you walk first or carry first?
Walk first, okay. And then I take a step and I just fall on the ground.
No, he grabs you. He's not gonna let you fall.
I keep Charlie Browning it. We're just like the...
Okay. And then he'll he does the thing that you do with either PT patients or toddlers, and he'll face you and take your hands one step at a time.
You can do it backwards.
I have a lot of practice.
Then I guess, yeah, so we'll try and follow his steps. And has the interesting thought, it's like dancing, but doesn't say it because that seems to make Gotthold very nervous.
This man is much more nervous than I thought he was going to be, but he's also in a very awkward situation.
Yes.
Maybe after some time, he doesn't actually need to support you after a little bit. But...
Yes. I think So just keeps trying to go faster and faster. They're so enamored with using their legs, and they just want to exist in the world.
And Gotthold has to be the one to be like, one step at a time. One step at a time.
But what if I could do two? And then I can't.
No. And he will slowly but surely lead you through these streets of what he says is Fartown, if you don't already know.
Mm-hmm.
The Visley district in Saturnine, under the Indigo sun. And he'll point out miscellaneous shops, and random people. There's a library. There's there's cafe/bar, which is it's a cafe called bar during the daytime, and it's a bar called cafe at night. He points out it's not nearby, but he says that there's a club nearby called Zeros. It's actually a demon that turned itself into a bar.
Oh my. Can I talk to Zeros?
No one has tried. It's not very sentient from what I've heard.
Oh. Perhaps it's just sleeping.
I don't know. But there's the and he points off to in a direction. You can just barely see the top of a cathedral tower. That's the Goetic Hall of Records, and nearby is the Vancian campus.
It seems like I don't really know where to begin. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I've never eaten food. Not since falling asleep.
Are you
I should
hungry?
probably... Am I? Yes. Oh my.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What do I do?
We'll this is gonna be a silly question. Are you allergic to anything?
Kind of like a card catalog, and So's brain is shuffling through just so many inputs from so many unconscious lessons. Shellfish? Shellfish.
Okay. We'll just, and he stops and he points. Well, this is the area near the arch that leads back into the rest of Saturnine, and there's a lot of people here, of both normal and weird looking varieties, but there's also a lot of food carts.
Yeah, I think the idea of being able to eat while walking is such a novelty to So that that's perfect for them.
Do you want to? Is there anything you want to try? Broadly. heavier, lighter fare?
I don't know what that means. What do you like? Could we try what you like first?
How about we get, and like he looks around. How about we get, and he like looks, he points to that one. Why don't we get like an iced tea and like, well, they call them tortas, but like it's like a sandwich. And they're pretty big, so we can get one and I can just split it with you.
Oh, perfect. Then we'll both know if they're beautiful together because we're sharing.
Well, I can tell you it's beautiful and tasty. I've had them before.
Huh.
Well, hopefully you'll like it. And then like, come on. And essentially you walk up to a food truck.
I just have to imagine he says, come on, and I'm already like 4 steps ahead.
Yeah. And it smells savory and hot and delicious and just like this mixture of sauces and spices, and not to mention like the chatter and fresh coffee and baked goods from other places. And
it's overwhelming.
And it's not, doesn't take long for the two of you to get your food, and I just want some like hibiscus tea right now. Some like iced hibiscus tea.
Good.
That is basically what he orders, a nice little agua fresca for the two of you.
I think so just like has too much too fast and like starts coughing, and then the coughing becomes laughing and like
slap on the back. Tiny bites.
Tiny bites.
Chew thoroughly.
Just trying to do what he says, like completely trusting this person to know how to be alive. Like, you picked a great one. This is beautiful. The colors of it. Do you see them? How?
I do.
All at once. And it tastes like everything. Every different thing that you could have it taste like, it's all together. If you have them together, it's every flavor. Right? That's beautiful.
I wouldn't say every flavor. There's a lot of things. This is a lot of savory and tasty and like smoked and cooked meats, and it's a little spicy, but
the tea is sweet. Or a little, right? Yes. It's like a rainbow.
Well, you could literally taste a rainbow here, so I decided to get you something non-magical to start.
As long as we can do all of it.
It'll take a while.
So reaches up and touches his head again and pulls a little more perspiration. Like, are you exhausted again?
No, this is a very new day. A new and interesting day.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So while we eat, maybe we can get you some actual clothes?
Yes.
And I can take my jacket back, and then I can bring you to Adarin's place.
Adarin's place. Yes. We will get clothes, and you will have your jacket back, and we'll go to Adarin's place on this new day. Godhold, right now it's the only day. And I think I locate a clothier and I take off again.
Oh, jeez. And this time he was not holding on to you. So you're running and stumbling through this crowd. And essentially, it's a type of clothier that's to either So's overwhelming and Gotthold's dismay. You can tell them what you want, and they can conjure it for you.
Oh.
And what you have basically in front of you is this, an Elderbryn. And an Elderbryn is a type of entity that can essentially shapeshift. And right now, it is a small little, do you know what a jerboan is? Like a jerboa? Mm-hmm. Like a little rabbit, rat rodent thing with long legs and a long tail and really big ears. And it's kind of like that in terms of its leg and tail, but it's got more of a more humanoid arms and very human like lips and face. And it's just like taking measurements and taking measurements. I will not be doing any of the conjuring for you. Nice. Oh, I feel like at this point, by the time Gotthold gets there, like, you've already introduced each to yourselves to each other and such like that. And, like, the Jerboan is the Jerboa. I keep saying Jerboan, but that's my friend's, like, specific fantasy race in her podcast. Sorry, Dax. I keep wanting to say Jerboan. But this Elderbrand is like taking measurements. Okay, so yes, so tell me what you would like, and I'm gonna make all the notes, and I'm gonna bring it to my Zalot friend, my colleague and coworker, and they're gonna make it for you. But so I need all the detailed notes on what you want this to look like, and is this it's gonna be probably a little bit like how will you be paying today, basically? Are you going to be paying through orbs, trades, memories? What would you be wanting to do today?
Oh, I suppose I only have memories. Really quick, Mare, are there mirrors around me or not so much?
Not capital M mirrors, but there are reflective surfaces because capital M mirrors in Invisible Sun are a virus.
Got you. The reflections, I think that might be the first time when Gotthold gets there that he sees dismay on So's face, and they're very pointedly trying not to look into anything reflective. Okay, what sort of memories? How many would you like? What sort would you like? And then I think that the clothing should be beautiful, but not too beautiful. Does that help?
Like, well, I'm thinking, well, would it help if... No, it doesn't, because I need to, like, figure out, like, the colors and shapes, but we do have, like, a catalog here if you want to, like, mix and match.
Okay. Yes, I'll try to look at examples.
And, like, this Elderbrand, like, scurries away, and Gotthold walks up, and he's like, please don't just go running off.
Oh, I didn't... You're probably right. I should stay where you are.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you've been so nice. Yes, I don't really know what I like. They gave me this book of other clothes to try and pick something.
And it looks at you and like, I feel like, are you like looking down, like avoiding eye contact at this point?
Yeah, very much like shrunken into themselves a little bit.
And like he'll like go under and like look up at you. Are you about to cry? What happened?
Nothing. I'm just
all right.
scared
Now I'm gonna call bullshit and call you a liar.
Oh my. I thought people only use vulgarities when they're angry at you. Are you?
No.
Upset with me?
No, but it seems like you're having very complex emotions, and when I've already only seen you with exuberant excitement. Are you overwhelmed? Are you hurt?
No. I'm just scared that I don't want to see myself. Because I'm scared I won't be. I just don't want to be ugly, so, I don't want to see myself. If I don't look, then I can't know. So I'm trying not to look. Just in case.
And like he'll like turn you a little bit so you're facing him and puts his hands on your shoulders. You have nothing to worry about. I promise.
But what if I'm not beautiful enough?
What is beautiful enough?
Enough to be the one to tell them what beautiful is. I don't want to be some sort of liar or fake.
I don't think you're ugly.
You don't?
I do not. Beauty is subjective. I will tell you that right now. But I think you are worried over nothing. Also, you just woke up. You have time to develop opinions. People have time to develop opinions of you.
Maybe I don't have to look today, though?
You don't have to look today, but if you don't look, if you don't look, you're not going to see how you look in new clothes.
Maybe we get the clothes first and you can tell me, and then if you like it, then Can we just look in the book first?
Sure. And I came in at the tail end of your conversation. I can get you clothes.
Beautiful, but not too beautiful. And I think they should fit me.
Yes.
Maybe not in any colors. I don't want to tell anyone one color's better than another color, so maybe just something neutral.
So blue or not blue, white, a black, a brown, a beige.
Something.
And like he's flipping, he's like holding the book at this point, like flipping through it so you can like look.
So it's like almost looking in a reflective and then just like snapping their face back, like can't do it, won't do it. Something like colors. White but not too white.
Beige, tan?
Beige, like like oats. Oh, I compared. Yes, like that color.
And like the fun thing about this little book is there's like a at the top of every page there's like the first like 2 inches are like blank, and what he does is he like when he sees something you like, he like holds it down and like drags it to the top.
So again, So's doing what they've done 90% of today, just watching Gotthold holds hands do things, and is just beside themselves with excitement. Yes, and long on the legs, and long on the arms, and then open on here.
Okay.
I can?
Yeah.
And when I make changes, do they take more memories? How many do they want?
I will handle it. I will pay today. And it won't
No, don't give them any of yours.
I'm not going to give them memories. I'm going to pay with currency.
Then I give you my memories? I'll tell you anything you want to know, or if you want to take them.
This is a gift.
Why?
He stops and he thinks, because I want to.
I think that's a very beautiful thing to say.
Then he nods and he like, you could see the very tips of his ears go a little pink. And like he turns back and like arranges like some of like puts all the shirts in one thing, like the sleeves of one shirt meshed with like the neckline of another, and so on and so forth. Basically making a Pinterest board. Like a collage Pinterest board.
This is our first activity. We're mood boarding.
Yes, absolutely. We are designing your character sheet for the artist.
Next, so we're going to get you a live journal to just put all these big feelings somewhere.
Yes. People will read it.
Oh, God.
And at some point, and by the time, and like the little Jerboa Elderbrin has like there, and at some point has like morphed their legs taller so they can like look over the book. That is very nice. It's simple but elegant. And I've already got all of your measurements.
I have one more thought. I have an idea.
What
flowers. Is it? Can my head have flowers?
Oh, like a crown or
yes,
a hat?
But like this, like a crown, and then it can come down on my shoulder like it's growing.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, and then So describes something very weird. Could I have something that will keep my eyes forward?
Sunglasses?
No, like a horse. Like how you keep them focused.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called. And like they pull a little pen out from behind their ear and just like do a very, very quick sketch of
you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I do a lot of the designing here while my colleague does the actual making.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You do it together.
We do. And but I do also a lot of traditional clothes making as well. But they do like the very fast magical kind in instances like this. Because,
I see.
like, no offense, and then like they take a little bit like between their fingers and like pull on like the gown. Needs a lot of work.
Yes, I don't want anything ugly to wear.
I wouldn't say it's ugly. All clothing has their purpose, but I think it doesn't scream you.
Doesn't Is this one going to scream my name?
That's unfortunately we don't have the magical means to do that here.
I don't want it to. I don't want it to.
Perfect. It will not scream. You'd have to go somewhere else for that.
I think this is So's first time blushing because they realize they didn't get it, and they kind of nervously look at Gotthold like, oh no, I sound so foolish.
It's the actuality, a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question.
That's so funny. Can you imagine that? Now I'm just screaming your name as you walk down the street.
Yes, actually. Well, that's a narcissist outfit if I've ever heard one. All right. So yes, I can do this, and we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And turns around and scurries.
I almost scream it, and then I just tug on Gotthold's sleeve. An idiom.
Yes, get an idiom.
Second one.
The second one. And it's like only like 10 minutes. And like it's like 10 minutes for the sketch, and it the elder brain comes back and like shows you like the general sketch of like, is there any changes you would like to make?
I suppose instead of a skirt, could it be pants so I can run?
Yes.
And I should have shoes? I asked Gotthold.
I would recommend it. Do you want your feet to be cold?
I just like feeling grass.
You can always take them off.
Right. Some tall boots in case I need to climb.
Of course.
I think.
And there's like a couple more sketches and like very rough boot outline. Color for the boots?
Probably something brown? So it looks like the earth? Because that's where I'll take them. Yes. Good. Just really trying to nail it. Like, doesn't know if they are, and doesn't realize there aren't rules yet.
Would you like me to stick completely to the sketch, or can we take some artistic liberties?
Oh, please. Take liberties. I want to see art.
Will do then. I have some ideas. I will be back shortly.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
And then the Jerboan goes back into like not a Jerboan. It's not a fucking Jerboan.
I was with you. No, it's okay.
The Elderbrand goes back to a back room, and then Gotthold looks at you. I think it's gonna turn out well. I've never been here, but they've been very helpful.
Yes. They let me choose so many things. There were so many things to decide. Did you decide all of those things about your clothes?
Oh, no, I kind of got these separately at some point.
Oh. But they look so well on you.
Oh, I've had them for a while.
It's a good coat. It kept me warm. I didn't know I was cold until I knew it.
It is my favorite coat. It is warm, it's comfortable. It was actually my grandfather's, and I've been taking care of it for a while.
Your grandfather. Oh. You must really love speaking with your grandfather.
He's been passed for a while now, but when he was still with us, I did.
It is an awful kind of beautiful to long for someone that you can't see.
There's this sad smile, and he just nods. He passed on to the Pale, and I know he's living there. I've sent him a couple messages since then, but I'm letting him live his afterlife.
I don't know if I have any of those. Um, Anything that I would have remembered before going to sleep, I was told not to think about, so I didn't, and I don't know where they are. They could be in the pail with your grandfather.
Well, you came from somewhere. They might show up someday.
I wonder if I'd know.
Well, it is. Detectives exist. There's magic. If it's something that ever interests you, you can always look into it.
Oh, I shouldn't.
Why?
Not right now. There's too much to do. It would distract me. That's okay. It doesn't have to be sad.
And like, Gotthold like turns to you with a very serious expression on his face. You seem like a very motivated individual
Thank you.
who has a lot on their shoulders and expectations. Not
An idiom!
Yes. It seems like you have a lot of expectations for your people, your flock, congregation.
I think all of those words work. But they haven't found me yet.
But I know we just met, so if this is a little too forward or presumptuous, you can tell me to mind my own business. But remember that your feelings and wants and needs matter too, and you should also focus on yourself. You don't need to do everything for other people.
But that's what I'm for. That's what all of this is about. If I focus on myself, then I'm lost. And so are they. It's not sad, Gotthold. It's the reason. Don't worry.
And I don't think So would put this together, but like you and me as people absolutely would. But,
us too. These
yes,
storytellers,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But like the type of expression that like comes across his face for a brief moment is when an older person talking to someone younger who they know that that's not how it's going to turn out.
Oh, yeah.
Someone
So does not pick up on that.
No, absolutely not. Very much like I've been in similar positions and I know it doesn't work like that, but also you don't tell that person that's not how it turns out because they're so stubborn, they're stuck in their ways, they're young, foolhardy, whatever the reason is, because that's just going to make them stick to their guns even more.
Yes.
And like he just leaves it at that. Well, and he just leaves it at that.
So feels extremely vindicated. Like, oh, good. I made him understand. And he's not cross with me. So this is good. We're okay.
And like 5-10 more minutes pass before this little guy, Elderbrand, comes out with a big pile of clothes with like, they've actually gotten a little bigger. So it's just basically, you know, make the zoom in and make them look bigger in proportion to everyone else with the pile of clothes. And on top of it is your pair of boots, the flower crown, like braid.
Oh,
and
yes.
then your little horse blinders. And like, it holds it up to you.
Blinders go on first. Now I won't run off so much. You won't have to worry so much, Gotthold.
Good. Worrying would be, I've done more worrying today than in a while. And as you're like looking and like beginning to put everything on, I also feel like So doesn't understand like in just off.
Yep.
Thankfully, you are not like in the middle of the store, and like
Yep.
he does like avert his eyes respectfully. But as you're like looking at the clothes, you see this little artistic flair that the Elderbrand was asking about. And essentially, it's nothing that you can immediately see unless you're really looking at it. But on your clothes, around like the hems and the seams, in the same color of the fabric, is like embroidered nature and flowers.
Oh.
So it blends in, but you can see it. And this very similarly in the leather of the blinders and the boots, it's the same thing. Like, but at this time it's like pressed in.
I think if he'll allow, I'll take his hands and just. It's so very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for keeping that a secret in your work.
Well, it seemed like you wanted something very simple, but I am very glad you let me have a little fun with it. And, like, I'm glad you like it.
I love it. It's beautiful. And yeah, so we'll put it on like boots for the first time. Like this outfit, it makes them stand up a little taller. And then the last bit is like this crown of flowers. Like, now they'll all know how to find me.
Well, I hope that whoever is trying to find you is able to do so and recognize you. If you want to see what you look like, we have right over there. You can take a look at yourself.
Our hand goes to Gotthold's hand immediately. Like, that's a scary thought. Like,
But I'm going to work with your friend here, and we're gonna get you all squared away in terms of compensation. He already told me that he'd be paying for it, so you can look if you like, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I am. You too. Okay. So you're gonna stay here and figure out.
I will be back in a couple minutes. If you want to look, you are more than welcome to. I think you look beautiful.
Oh. Thank you.
I'll be back in a minute. And there's a comforting pat on your shoulder before he goes to like handle paying.
So takes a step towards this reflected surface, and then another. And then thinks about a memory they shouldn't have of a bird that chooses to fly low and search for someone it knows it's already dead. And the beauty and the wondering and the longing is better. And they don't turn around.
Okay. It's 2 minutes before Gotthold comes back and joins you and is just like, you ready to get going?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Holds out his arm again and you head on out. I've pulled another card on the blue side. I've pulled the Revolutionary.
Oh, come on now.
It's a very hot picture. I don't know if I've shown this one to you yet. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in your DMs.
I'm gonna go ahead and need to see it really quick.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Give me it.
Hold on. I have just dumped it in your DMs.
God, Zooks.
Got them abs for days.
There's like 40 of them.
All right. I have pulled the Revolutionary. Value of 9, Secrets, Ravens, Books, and Flames. Meanings lust, sexuality, change, and destruction. Sovereign of the family of secrets, the Revolutionary is a force for change. Quite possibly the least secret of the family, the Revolutionary is brazen and bold, changing what needs changing, even if through destruction or violence. The strong sexuality of the Revolutionary is obvious, but this aspect is quite separate from the other. There is no suggestion of sexual violence here, but instead sincere passion and mutual attraction. This is the Sovereign card, which means nothing for this specific one-shot. Okay. The Gotthold is essentially leading you through Fartown. And as the two of you begin to walk, you're getting farther and farther from actual people and closer to the borders of Fartown. And he explains to you that Fartown is located in like an extra-dimensional pocket outside of Saturnine. So you can't actually get to any other district from here other than the Hollows. Small history lesson, he doesn't know why Fartown is like this, but it does allow for like the weird and terrible unstable magic to bleed off somewhere it's not going to screw up the rest of the city. Hence why this weird fog holding this little like a little pocket is called the bleed. And he says that, so the entrance to our base, I'm part of a weaver cell called the Red Weavers. Our base is located in a little area right towards the edge of the bleed. We're not in the bleed proper. You don't want to go out there. It's really unstable. But we're like away from other folks. We like our privacy.
Oh, shit. Does me coming there make it less private?
No. It's not a secret. It's just our leader, like, lives there, and she likes her privacy.
Does she kill many people?
I don't think so. I'm gonna say with a 90% certainty, I don't think so, no.
Gotthold, if you don't kill people, and it was so hard for you, why were you coming to kill me? I think for the first time this hits so, like, that's weird. And actually their hand kind of slips from his arm for a second. Like,
we're not the best off. A lot of us come from very meager means. We're kind of... Maybe it'd be better just to wait and we can discuss it as a group. It was a group decision. I'm the one that volunteered to go.
so all of you thought. But
I don't even know
what
why
if you all-
Adarin agreed to take on this job. So
is Adarin going to change her mind?
I don't... No.
Gotthold,
Well,
I'm frightened.
sorry. I don't think she's going to kill you. If I thought she would, or anyone would, I would not be bringing you there.
Would you stop them if they tried?
Yes. And that is a very quick yes.
All right.
I promise. And honestly, I have questions for Adarin too. I wanna know why she agreed to this job.
I still want to know why you did too. And kind of like uncertainly takes his arm again.
I'll try and give me some time to think about how to verbalize it. But I will... This is not me refusing to tell you. I just don't know the best way to put it.
Okay.
Ask me.
Don't leave. Just don't go away or go anywhere right now. Not until this is figured out, please.
Of course. And as you've been talking and like walking, eventually you have gone from like a residential area to essentially is like essentially a dumping ground. It's not necessarily a dump because our world and actuality do not exist the same way. There's no actual trash collection services or in terms of like specifically that. But like people have dropped off, you can see like just by looking around, people have put unwanted things here, whether that is furniture, magical items that might not have like that might have broken or are a little unstable. It's a junkyard, but not necessarily a dump. And it's kind of a weird place to be bringing someone, but he like continues walking through as if he knows the area very, very well. He's looking and he's like pointing out specific like landmarks, and he's like, so this is right here, this like weird like statue made out of all these shoes. We're gonna take a left here. Okay, you see they made a stiletto out of like the stiletto is like the nose, you see it?
That's art.
It is.
That's art.
I don't know
my
why.
first art.
I don't know why they dumped it here, but it is.
I love it. It's beautiful.
I think it's a little silly, but it's nice.
Can silly be beautiful? I think it can.
Yeah, why not?
They're meant for feet, and yet now it's all of them.
But we're almost there, and like
right.
He leads you off, and eventually you come to like this. He stops in front of what is essentially a large deep freezer that is like propped like up against like a couch at a 45-degree angle, and it's rusted, and you can see ice and water dripping out of it, freezing from the sides. And he like goes up to it and like takes it and like opens it up, and inside you see a lot of icicles hanging down and like a path. All right, this is how we get to Adarin's.
Okay.
And you don't see the path, like you can see there is a gap between the back of the freezer and the couch. But you
Yeah.
distinctly see a path after he opens it.
I think it's this juxtaposition of the wonder of being awake and alive and seeing art and having clothes, and also finally like the rational brain kicking on was like, this person came to kill you, and all the people you're about to go meet all agreed to do that together. Let's walk into the scary freezer path now. Like, I
So,
think
yeah.
for the first time in their waking memory, So has to steal their courage a little bit.
Out of character for everybody, for the base, I pulled the inescapable ice, I think it's called.
Yes.
And imprisoning ice. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? So yeah, you're walking into a deep freezer.
I love it.
He makes sure like his sleeves all the way down. He like knocks some of like the icicles out of the way. Okay, these grow back really fast. And he like hops in and makes sure that the top stays open. Do you want me to go first? All right.
Unless your friends like to attack from behind, then you go second.
No. You could just I'll lead the way after you get in. I'm gonna make sure that the door closes solidly.
So breaks off an icicle and holds it like very clumsily like a weapon. Because they've only theoretically heard about weapons.
Right.
And then they will like they break that off at the door, and then they step inside and they kind of just like wordlessly to Godhold, like, you know why I'm doing this. And then they climb into this deep freezer.
Yeah, and it's basically kind of like a cave path is the vibe it gives, and he leads the way. And very imperceptibly, the walls kind of at some point melt away, and it turns into like a pine forest. And you're walking down this worn, packed trailhead, essentially, of snow.
Like, that's not So's favorite aesthetic, but that's Trout. So
Beautiful.
I am living right now.
And he leads the way, and at some point you see, and at this point in this weird little like in between outside of Fartown, but not necessarily somewhere else, it seems to be like perpetual evening. So you see the moon in the sky, and snow is gently falling, and you see lights in the distance, and eventually you opens up into a clearing with a cozy looking log cabin.
Godhold, you live in a very beautiful place.
I don't actually live here. This is just where we all meet.
Oh.
Bessa and Adarin actually live here, but we also use it as our Weaver Cell meeting place.
Right. That's the sort of magic I do too. Isn't that funny? How'd you know?
I didn't.
Maybe your heart did?
We just met today, but coincidences happen. But coincidences are never usually coincidences. Anyway, you ready?
Yes. It's better than being asleep.
Okay. And he leads the way and opens the door, and first thing that hits you is warmth. Warmth and scent of pine needles and campfire and like fire smoke and crackling of a warm fire in a fireplace that you can see like right, like if you peek around or peek over his shoulder, you can see it. And there's 4 other people in here of varying sizes and appearances, but the first one that greets your ears comes from from an individual who's much shorter than you. But she pops to her feet, and she's got like this very like long and cunning foxish face with brown skin and like very like wild brown hair. And she like smiles brightly while looking at both you and Gotthold. And she's like, perfect, you're back with our newest member. I knew you can do it. And like Gotthold's also very confused. And he just like looks at her and then looks at you, and he's like, and during this confusion, this woman comes up to you and like holds out a hand to you. Hi, I'm Aderin. Nice to meet you.
You have a fire.
We do. It is a little cold. Come on in. Shut the door, Gothold. You're letting in the cold. And like she like kind of like ushers you all in.
Yeah, the icicle clatters to the floor, and so kind of like
It
in a state of dreaming.
Gets kicked out the door.
Like I think I take Aderin's hand, like even just for the love of contact, I do that. But like, what did you say?
I said, welcome on in. I was kind of congratulating, saying I was basically being impatient, waiting for Gothold to get back with our newest member. If you want to be our newest member. I just kind of...
You don't... I thought you wanted to kill me. All of you. That's what Gothold said.
That's what the person wanted us to do, but I kind of took the job and then gave it to Gothold, knowing he couldn't go through with it and instead would bring you back because he's just that kind of guy. And you hear like a little spluttering from Gothold, like, you what?
He came pretty close.
I would not have sent him if I thought he would actually do it. But I did not like the look of the person who tried to hire us to do it. And I know if we said no, that would not look good. Well, let me put it this way. I knew that if we didn't agree to do it, he would have found someone else to do it, and then you would be dead.
Oh. Thank you, I suppose.
You're welcome. I did not want someone to die, especially a random person that's been sleeping forever. Sorry. I'm sure this is a lot. Come get warm. I can introduce you to everybody. I know this is a lot, and I came on strong. I tend to do that.
No, I suppose I just have too many questions, and when I ask a lot of questions, it makes Gothold perspire, and I don't want to make all of you perspire. So, when should I ask questions?
You can ask as many questions as you'd like after you answer mine.
I suppose I will sit down then.
Would you like coffee, tea, or hot chocolate?
I've only tried tea so far. What is hot chocolate?
I'm going to make
beverage.
I'm Anzo. Can you please go make our guest some hot chocolate, and everybody else is regular, and like there's someone like sitting in like an armchair, and he stands up, and it's very, very large man who...
Oh man. I'm meeting them all in character, but I'm so in love with these people already, Mary. Oh no. Okay,
and
sorry.
He's like close to 7 feet. He has dark blonde hair, brown eyes, and lightly tanned skin. And I've written it in my notes as he has a frame that is better suited to blue collar work than magic.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he like nods and doesn't say anything and just like goes off to like what you can see like to like your left is like a kitchen with like an island and like burners and a kitchen table and stuff. And
so can't help but like lean to watch because they just, one, new person, and two, they're going to make a beverage. This is very like, I loved watching the torta be made. I'm just like still into it, but like attention goes back to Aderin.
Yes. So sorry. Okay, so yes, please take a seat. We got blankets. We have hot fire. We have great company, if I do say so myself. But yes, Hi, I'm Aderin. I am the leader of the Red Weavers cell. This is my lovely friend and member, Gothold, who you already met.
Mm-hmm.
That who I have sent off to make some beverages for everyone is my second in command, Anzo. And then she looks and brings her like motions to the other two people who are sitting. One is sitting in a love seat, which Aderin was sitting next to before she got up. You can't really tell what she looks like because she is clothed from head to toe in head to toe in a black dress, boots, a of like gloves that go up to her elbows and like a veil. Like she is completely covered and she's very femme presenting though.
Mm-hmm.
And she nods. That is my wonderful girlfriend partner, Bessa. And then she points to the last person, which in my notes I did not have a description for them because they changed their appearance fairly often. So we're going to go figure that out right now.
Yes.
I have pulled, I'm going to pull 2 cards. The first one is going to be for the new scene, which is the Harvesting Spider. Meanings, actions, labor, stealth, value of 2, mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Spiders are so many things, builders, weavers, and caretakers, but also hunters, killers, and blood drinkers. The harvesting spider cares for her young, but at the expense of what she harvests, and that just might be you. She is stealthy and sneaky, her many footsteps are silent. Regardless, spiders never stop working. They build and create to serve specific purposes. And then I will do the next one to see what they look like today. And I have pulled the Forgotten Prisoner. Mysteries, rats, mirrors, and stone. Injustice, bad fortune, memory loss, and something lost. So I'm going to say that... This is the apprentice card? I don't remember what the apprentice card does. It's fine. So I'm going to say what this person looks like. Aderin points to them and says, that's Dara. But they look like today, they have very dark, highly melanated black skin. But it has this like stony quality to it, as if you took cement and like made it that color. Their eyes are made out of deep gems, like onyx gemstones. Like they have their eyes, but like the center, like colored people, just like reflects in like facets. While their hair today is this dark slate color, which has a like cloud of like dust that just kind of emanating, like dirt is like constantly moving in like a cloud. They seem to be bundled in fur. Fur coat, like a fur jacket. And they just do a little wave with their fingers.
I think So doesn't know not to stare.
Absolutely fair.
Because holy moly.
Oh yeah, but take a seat if you want some blankets. We have blankets.
I don't want to go to sleep. So no thank you.
You can still sit if you want. You don't have to fall asleep.
The blankets. Sorry. Sorry.
Cozy, cuddly. Nothing to apologize for.
I think the first smirk of So's awakening towards Gotthold at the nothing to apologize for, and then So will sit down, kind of perched at the edge of their seat.
Gotthold like sits down and like stares up at Aderin. You and I are going to have a talk about this later. On you throwing me into this job and position without explaining everything.
Why not explain it to him? Can I know that? No, you said I have to answer your questions first. You
already answered my questions, love. It's okay. My question is what you wanted to drink.
Oh. All right then. Yes. Why did you not tell Gotthold that the plan all along was for him not to kill me? Or that you didn't think he would?
There is a response, but it's not from Aderin. She looks like she's about to respond, but the veiled individual on the couch like takes her hand and like pulls her closer and like sits her down. And Bessa looks up at you. What Aderin meant to do, and what she meant to do, was make it look very convincing to the person who hired the cell that it was actually going to go through. And unfortunately, Gotthold is not the best liar. So if he knew, it would not look convincing because he was being watched as he left for Shadow.
So he did mean it then?
No,
Sorry.
Yes, but no, because I knew he wouldn't actually do it because he is a big softie. I did not tell Dara and Anzo, though, about the job. It was just between me and Bessa, and then I decided that Gotthold would be the best person to do it.
Or not do it.
Yes, exactly. This does complicate things, though, which we'll need to talk about at another time, like the details.
Like, who wants to kill me?
Yeah, I don't know who wanted to kill you, but we did get paid, well, partially paid for the job. You know, first half to start, half at the end, but we're going to handle it, don't worry. But we are going to figure out other things, too, so that they don't actually kill you.
But won't they want their money back?
Let us handle it, don't worry.
But you said I'm supposed to be a member of your group.
That was just me jumping to conclusions. That's my fault. I'm sorry. If you would like to join the Red Weavers, you're more than welcome to. But I don't know if you're a Weaver. I don't even know if you're a Visley. But it's...
Yes, I am. I haven't gotten to cast magic yet, but I know that I do. I know how.
Oh. Well, let me explain first, like, what we are, what our cell is. Because how much do you know about Weavers?
I know that they weave magic as concepts together to form a magical effect or result.
Exactly. And what do you know about the Order in general?
That they're isolated cells. It's a little bit more free-form than standard academic magic.
Yes.
And it's got a communal focus.
Exactly. So our specific little cell, it's just those of us you see in this room. We're very tiny.
And Anzo, who's in the kitchen.
Correct, yes. We essentially, we kind of help out our neighborhood a little bit. Do a little bit of protection for some people who need it. There are some bullies around town. Steal from folks who don't need as much as they have and are unwilling to share, and redistribute that sometimes. But the class differences in Saturnine are kind of large. So we do need to choose carefully, and sometimes our marks are not as frequent as we would like.
Like, So is trying to take their very like sterile education about like stealing and like class and like trying to like make it make sense in this framework.
Right.
So like a lot of like math is happening in So's brain while this is going on.
While your math is happening, Anzo comes back and puts a tray of drinks on the table and like takes one of them with the steaming cup of like very light brown warm beverage. And this mug looks very tiny in his hands, and he holds it out to you, and you see a couple little floating white things in it, marshmallows. It's very hot. Be careful. And he's got this very low bass voice, and it's just very quiet and warm and comforting.
It's very beautiful. Thank you.
Don't burn your tongue.
I don't know how. I'm sorry, I did.
Everyone makes that mistake. It's okay.
Oh, tasting it's harder now, but it's delicious. I want to have more, but it hurts. I love it.
Let it cool off. Let it cool off. Aderin just goes back into the love seat next to Bessa and like pulls one of the blankets over her lap. So that's the long and short of it. Yeah.
This time So does not call out the idiom, but they're amped and so if I join you, then figuring out who's trying to kill me and why does become part of my business, right?
If you want it to. I think it's going to be part of your business regardless.
I must not die. I cannot. There's too much to do now. And I don't believe I'm deficient, so I must walk the road.
Well, there are a lot of roads, but whether you decide to join us or not is your decision, but you can at least stay here while you figure out your directions.
I don't know where else to go. I thought there would be instructions. So,
Life is never that easy, I'm sorry.
they promised that they would tell me.
Can we help you find who they are?
Someone was supposed to wake me up, or at least be there when I woke up, to take me back so that I could begin my work as a prophet of our church. But nobody came. Well, Gotthold came. But
Ooh, a prophet.
yes, I'm supposed to help the people find beautiful things and then build our church upon a foundation of beauty that we could all revel in it. It's supposed to bring light and hope after the war.
That's a lot for
That's-
one person.
Well, I think that once the people find me, they help.
Makes sense.
But I have to have the people find me and then we can build the church. That's what I'm supposed to do, but maybe it is supposed to be like this. Maybe I'm supposed to be alone, but I don't want to be alone ever again. So,
Well, you have people here, myself, the Red Weavers, who would be more than happy to assist you. At least get you back on your feet. I can't promise the church building part, but help you figure out what you want to do, be a support network. I think we're friendly. I think we're friendly when we're not taking weird, shady deals.
I hope this isn't rude. I just want to understand. You don't have a lot, and sometimes you need to steal to help yourselves or other people who don't have a lot.
True. Yes.
Why are you helping me and not asking for anything?
Because it's the right thing to do. And she just like looks at you like that's like a foreign question to ask. Like it would never even cross her mind to ask you for anything in return. And there's just like it's just that look of confusion, like that's a weird thing to ask. Why would you ask that? But like she answers anyway.
That's a really beautiful thing to say. I would like to help you. I would also like to have a place to stay. If I join you, I want to help.
Like like other what we do?
Yes, if you're helping other people, and if me helping you does what you're doing for me as a reciprocal, I want to do that. I think that's a beautiful thing to do. I want to do that.
And like her face just brightens up and she has like a wide smile appears. I knew it. I just had the feeling in my gut that you would be the next member. And I'm glad I was right. We would be welcome to have you.
So kind of looks around at everybody just to make sure like they all kind of like are giving off the same energy, like, yeah, join us.
So Anzo is hard to read. He's very not stony faced, but very reserved. But he is like slowly nodding. You cannot read Bessa's expression at all, but she seems relaxed. One arm has like draped around over like the back of the love seat around Adarin. Gotthold looks fucking relieved at everything, that he didn't actually like have to kill you or anything, though he seems a little miffed at the whole situation.
Well, he got played as hell.
He got played as hell, absolutely. But he is happy that you are not going to die. And then Dara is also very hard to read, especially because they're not wholeheartedly agreeing, but they've got a poker face. But there is a slight quirk of the lips and a smile, as I keep imagining them as having one of those old-fashioned like cigarette stick holders.
Oh yeah.
Like,
come
I keep
on.
imagining that, and like they take like a drag out of one of that and like blow rings, but they come out as like squares and triangles and not actual rings.
All right. If you all wouldn't mind, I would like to help you, and I would like to be a Red Wreather, please. Thank you.
Perfect. We don't have any weird initiations or anything like that, so if you're in, you're in. That's basically what it boils down to.
Oh, I thought drinking the burning chocolate drink was part of it.
No, that's just good manners and offering guests drinks.
Then, oh, I think that's good too. Hospitality, that right? Hospitality. Hospitality. I could start with that, but I might need a little help learning magic.
Oh, absolutely. We can see what you're interested in and see if any of our focuses line up with yours.
I think so overwhelmed at the kindness, the changes their life has taken in like a day. Seeing fire in real life for the first time, being around people for the first time, just doesn't know what to do but to sip now their more appropriately temperatured drink.
Yep.
And just kind of like take things in. I think for the first time in their waking day, they're a little speechless. But they do keep checking to make sure that like Gotthold has stayed put. Like this is real. They even test closing their eyes once to make sure nothing disappears.
Nothing disappears. And like, if it's okay with you, I think the rest of the evening is just like a bunch of people just casually hanging out, answering questions, discussion, like maybe like not truth or dare, but just like
oh, that's so funny.
It wouldn't be truth or dare, but just like a casual like game of question and answers and stuff like that, or gossip. And I think with that, I think it's a good place to maybe like take a quick break, go to break, come back, and we will continue this when we're both here. So bye. Hi, everybody. We are back from break, and we're going to be continuing with So's character introduction for the Indigo Nexus. So I say, let's go right back into it after I read the next card. All right. So on the Pale Sun, I have pulled the Crowded Tomb. Value of 1, Secrets of Ravens, Books and Flames, meanings ending, despair, and completion. The tomb lies at the end of all stories, the reward for the greatest monarch and the lowliest beggar. Of course, the tomb is crowded. It grows more crowded each day. Mourners crowd around the tomb, but it is even more crowded within. So many deaths, so many endings. Crowded Tomb is the location card of the Secrets family, and thus represents a permanence or is related to a physical place. This means that the finality that it represents probably occurs in a specific and significant location. So you have been living in this cabin for about a month now. You come to learn and find out that this is just the meeting place of the Red Weavers, but so not everybody lives here. Bessa and Aderin live here. This is their actual home, but people come and go as much as they want, at least in like the public areas of the house. No one's going into like anybody's rooms or anything.
Right.
And no one's going into like where you've been staying, which is like they have like a little like slanted loft where they've set up like a little spot for you to just like be and hang out and have some of your own privacy. And it like overlooks the living room and the kitchen, and it's really warm and it's really cozy. They also have a cat who goes by the name of Cinders. At some point it does look like some of their fur has gotten a little singed because they got too close to the fire, but they don't seem harmed by it.
I mean, the beginning of their friendship is when So burned their fingers for getting too close to the fire. So sees a lot of kinship in Cinders because fire is so beautiful.
So they will, Cinders will often go up and like snuggle with you.
Oh my god!
How they get up there, you're not sure, but they do climb up because you need to get up there via a ladder.
I love.
But today, it started off as a very leisurely day. There was no cell meetings set to start, and no one has really come by today, like outside of the people who live here. So Anzo, Dara, and Gotthold have yet to stop by today, and Aderin had to leave for some of her own like business as well. So it's just you and Bessa today. In the time, the 30 so days that you've been here, you've never seen Bessa without her elaborate, lacy black clothing. She always seems to stay completely covered. You're not sure why. If you've asked, she's politely asked that she doesn't want to explain.
I think honestly, So wouldn't. So really kind of values that everyone wears what they think is the most beautiful thing. So
Yes.
So's fully just like, that's what Bessa wears.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
But during this day, what are you doing when it's just the two of you home? Like, what are you doing before Bessa comes to like talk to you?
I think So has definitely been trying to So tries to write poems when they have nothing else to do, because the first art they ever experienced was a poem. We didn't tell the audience, but in dreaming, So experienced a poem and is not sure how. So I think So practices writing a lot, tries to make their handwriting beautiful to match beautiful words. It's slow going, but yeah, and also So would always just like make sure they were doing things to help in the cabin. Like they really believe in this whole like, oh, they help their community, I'm going to help my community. That's a beautiful thing to do.
And while you are attempting to while you are practicing writing and writing poetry in particular, Bessa walks into where you are. Like, is it like the loft, or is you in the common area, the kitchen?
I think if the fire is going, I'm in the common area, but I think maybe Bessa found me in the kitchen because I feel like I live here enough that I can go get myself a beverage if I want to.
Yes,
Like, so
definitely.
I went and found myself something delicious to drink. And I'm writing in the kitchen because I just couldn't stop doing both things as fast as possible.
What a mood. So Bessa emerges from her bedroom and she like comes into the kitchen and seems to just gets herself her own beverage and begins like prepping a cup of tea for herself, and she like looks over at you. It seems like it's just you and Meech for today.
Yes. I was hoping that maybe I could have something nice done for everyone when they got back, but how will you spend your day? Can I help with anything?
I was actually going to ask if you wouldn't mind help assisting me.
Drink is down, book is down, like, yes, I want to help. How can I help?
I am setting up some care and personal needs packages, if you would like to assist in putting them together with me.
Oh, what a beautiful idea. Yes. Do you have what you need here?
I have mostly everything. I will need to prep sandwiches. So starting with that and then putting everything together, personal hygiene products, socks, notebooks, clothes.
Could I put some... will you put any very beautiful things in there? Something just to brighten the day?
What do you have
Could I
in
help
mind?
with that? I was trying... Well, I saw when Gotthold brought me here, somebody was folding paper in very beautiful ways. Maybe we could do some folded flowers? Or...
That is a wonderful idea. I think that adding something that is not just utilitarian would be very brightening.
Oh, then I definitely can help with this. I think. I've never made one before. I can try.
We should be very easily be able to get paper. I will compile everything, start making sandwiches, and then let's meet back here in 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. So does exactly what they're told. They love that they were useful, and they really love they had a good idea, and we're aligned on let's put a beautiful thing in the boxes. So
Yes.
yeah, does it as they're told.
Yeah. So 30 minutes go by. Bessa did like stop out to get like essentially origami paper and come back and gets all the food out needed for sandwiches, snacks, all of like the bags together, along with like toothpaste, toothbrush, socks, period products, etc., snacks, food, other things. Essentially putting together little like care packages and houselessness packages together for people. And You start in the kitchen, and she instructs you, we're going to make these types of sandwiches, and we're going to put, basically writes out the list of this goes in each package. And we'll, like...
It's so good to give directions.
And I think they've, like, learned that as well over the month. And Bessa's also just a very organized individual. Very organized and precise as well, in general. Put together.
Yeah, so follows the list. They basically tuck it into their notebook, which if Bessa sees, the first thing before any poems in that book is the list of things so far that So has decided are definitely beautiful. Like, all of the Red Wreathers' names are in it.
Aww.
Like, the idea of helping others because it's the right thing to do is in it. Torta is in it. Like,
yes.
Like, yeah, and like, one thing on there, like, pretty early on was wearing the coat or wearing the clothing of someone who's no longer here.
Oh.
Is in there. Anyway, yeah, following my list. I've made sandwiches before at this point. I'm sure Anzo, like, showed me how to do it. So,
absolutely,
like,
100%.
the proportions are so right.
So essentially, like, you know, making like peanut butter jelly, so on and so forth. And like, Bessa looks over at you. Thank you. Usually I end up doing this myself.
If you like doing it alone, that's one thing, but please don't feel like you have to. This is what I want to do. I like doing this.
It's not because I like doing it alone. It's because it's just how it turns out. If I do it with Aderin, she gets very bored and distracted a lot. And I end up doing a lot of it myself.
Well, if it helps you, I really like helping people. So, I want to do this. Next time you do it, please ask me.
Of course. I usually do this about once a month before bringing it down to the church for distribution.
See, I'm sorry. I wouldn't know that. I've only been here one month. And if I do it again, then it'll be 2 months, and then it'll be 3 months. And should I keep going? Not all the Wreathers live here. Is it all right that I'm still here?
Yes, you can stay here as long as you want or need.
Why don't the others want to or need to?
I've never asked, but if I had to guess, they probably like their own space.
I suppose I understand.
And
sometimes being alone is wonderful, and I didn't think I would think that after being asleep for so long, but sometimes it's quite nice when it's quiet and...
Yes. And also we put the Wreathers together after... The Red Wreathers came after everyone had their own homes, too.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes.
I don't have the right chronology. I'm still, I'm backfilling.
That's okay.
Well...
If it makes you feel better, you're not the only one who ends up backfilling.
What do you mean?
A lot of people that have come back from the shadow... It's very common for them to not remember their pasts. So they are also learning and backfilling, as you say.
Yes. That is a comfort, I suppose, though. I hope they don't feel too lost. It's an ugly feeling to feel too lost.
Unfortunately, that is... a lot of people do.
Is what we're doing now with these boxes to help them feel less lost?
Some of them. Have I talked to you about the Church of Midnight yet?
No. I wanted you to bring it up first, only because you know I'm trying to lead my own church. I want to know everything. I want to know everything if it wouldn't be too inconvenient to tell me.
Of course not. I will preface this with saying that the Church of Midnight... There's a very large and diverse set of opinions on the Church of Midnight, due to the fact that a majority of the religion is focused around worshipping demons and darkness and such like that.
Oh. All right. But I want to know more. I want to understand.
I won't go into the whole theology, if that's okay. There's a lot of dark gods and demons and void entities that are given reverence within the church, but we also have a large outreach program to those who need assistance. We embrace those who are depressed and need guidance, anxious, or who might want to harm themselves, and we help them.
The demons don't want them to be hurt.
Yes.
Well, that's beautiful then. I don't know if I think that's a very frightening or terrible thing. You've been nothing but kind, and you're helping other people. That's beautiful.
As I said, on the whole, demons are... they can be cruel. They revel in destruction, especially if they're from the red sun, or especially if they're from the dark, outside of the sun's influence. And there's a lot of stigma because of that. And I'm not saying that those that we worship also don't want that. But there's two sides to every story. Usually more.
If I've learned anything, it's that. Were you worried that I would not be receptive?
No.
Oh, good. Good. I wouldn't want you to have that impression of me.
And even if you weren't receptive, I wouldn't have cared.
Wow. I worry about what everybody thinks.
You will learn with time and experience, and as you continue to live, that the most important opinion that you need to worry about is your own.
That is certainly what my training taught me. I must know the right thing to tell people who follow me. So I simply just have to know and trust myself. But I do worry about being wrong, or saying ugly things, or doing ugly things all the time.
There will be times when you do say the wrong thing. That you are incorrect, or, gods forbid, that you say something ugly. It may be unintentional.
I don't want to.
But it might happen. It will happen. That's just how life is. But you grow, and you continue on. And if you want to change, or make up for what you said that might have hurt someone, you need to move forward and do so.
Is that true for all transgressions?
Usually.
What about the ones trying to kill me?
I said usually for a reason.
I don't forgive them for that. And I think that's ugly of me not to, but I think what they wanted to do was ugly.
I agree.
I won't look at or think about ugly things.
Please don't hurt yourself. In terms of not wanting to think about things. Sometimes it is what it is.
It's frustrating.
It is.
It's frustrating to know when to stop thinking.
Being human can be a little frustrating.
They didn't tell me that. They told me just to see what was beautiful and tell people. I didn't know it would be hard.
May I be blunt and forthright with you, so? About those who told you what you need to do?
Yes. Will you be cross with me if I don't agree with you?
No.
All right. I'm not saying I don't, but you have to understand that Please go on. I'm not trying to give a preamble to your thought.
No, it's okay. This is just how I'm observing the situation and how I'm looking at it. Those who gave you your purpose, that put you in this sleep, I think that they put you on a pedestal. They still put you on a pedestal. And they put all these pressures on you without remembering and realizing that you are still human. That you still have feelings and flaws and faults. And I think that is unintentionally hurtful.
Bessa, they told me not to have thoughts or flaws. If I have those things, then I'm distracted. Like, the hand absentmindedly goes to the blinders, which are, like, symbolic, but also, like, kind of, like, I mean, the hand goes up there a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to. And I'm on a pedestal so that the followers can see me better, right? Isn't that why I have to be this way? Isn't that what all of this is for?
If you are
Whether it's heavy or not?
If you are on a pedestal, you wouldn't be able to interact and see everything that's beautiful. I think...
Oh, please
Sorry.
go ahead. No.
I was just going to say, I think that they were caught in the throes of their fervor and passion for their ideals, that they moved too quickly and did not think about the consequences that this would have to their profit.
Do you think, I ask in all vulnerability, that I'm messing it all up?
No. You are alone in this venture right now. And that is a lot of pressure. And when people are stressed and under pressure, they will make mistakes. But also, your church has never been made before. Who says that those mistakes aren't just part of the process and is how it's meant to be?
It's a comforting thought. What about mistakes and interventions from others? If they change me some way, how do I know I'm not being turned from my purpose if someone else influenced me to do something that maybe I wouldn't have done?
The way of faith is strong. You are this light for them. You are the physical manifestation of their faith. What you do, if that's the case, how can it be wrong?
Did God tell you I don't really look at my face?
No, but I've noticed.
I'm not ready to do that yet, even if you're right.
That's okay.
There were, a lot of very specific instructions about what I must do and what I must listen to and what failure looks like for me. And if you're right that I determine what that is, and all of my training was... Bessa, I can't think about that yet. I just stopped feeling lost. I can't lose myself again on purpose. It's a lot to ask me to do, right? I have to have faith in what they said. I didn't have anybody else.
She puts her hand on yours. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In and out.
Why do I always forget to do that?
It's called hyperventilating. But you...
It's a horrible malfunction.
It is. I agree. You have been alive. Awake. For a month. You know what other people have been doing when they have been alive for a month? They have been... They're not crawling yet. They cannot speak. They are still being held by their parents and having every need taken care of for them by people who love and protect them. Expecting yourself to have everything figured out very quickly, don't do that.
I think So holds up a very imperfect origami flower. I suppose it's all right that it's not perfect.
I think it has character. And I think that the intent here and the intent behind its purpose to bring a smile and beauty to something is what's most important. It does not need to be perfect, because imperfection is also beautiful.
I think what the Church of Midnight is doing is a very beautiful thing. And you found a friend in my church.
If you ever want to come down to the church to look around, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. I'll think about it. I want to, but I also am learning to interrogate the things I want because I have discovered that I want everything, and I should learn some moderation in that to make sure I'm doing what I really want.
To your delight, I will use another idiom. Don't bite off
They
more.
sit forward.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
They strangle slice another sandwich and keep going. So cute.
If you take in too much, it will be very overwhelming, as I'm sure you remember on your first day.
I almost died when Gotthold gave me a sandwich. I did eat that incredibly fast.
So, I want to try to get maybe 30 done today. And she motions to these. And then if you want to come with me to deliver them in the next day or two, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. How many have I done? Am I on like 3?
That's up to you.
I feel like I'm being really methodical because I want to be invited to do this again. 1, because it's a good thing to do, and 2, because it means another month of being with people who are kind to me. So yeah, I think it's like precision with a slide rule. Like, this is going to be the straightest line down this sandwich that anyone's ever cut. Yeah, I think So will ponder that, because from what they've heard, Church of Midnight sounds like they're doing good work. Like, even if creatures with flaws are the reason the work is being done in part. So I think it's this like budding urge between I will do what I was instructed to do because otherwise there is no church, versus but if you are the master of your own actions, anything you do could be in the name of the church, and they don't know how to square with it, and it makes their head hurt and they feel a little confused.
Yeah.
So I think if they don't go, it's only because they don't want to feel lost again.
Yeah. If it's okay, I'd like to read this short paragraph about the Church of Midnight.
Got to, yeah.
In addition, the church embraces the needs of the depressed, the anxious, and the suicidal. They offer counseling and outreach for such people, and even have magical assistance or drugs that can help them cope. Truly, they are an enigmatic group of demon worshippers. I think they're one of my favorite, like, theological groups that's listed in the source book.
Yeah, next time I make a character for the system, absolutely, we're doing this. Like, that's so fun.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about with Bessa?
I love how that went. I love that it wasn't fraught the first time someone's like, well, maybe there's another way to look at this in the great prism of perspective. Like, so I kind of love buttoning it there.
Absolutely.
And I think when it comes time to deliver, instead of being there for it, there's a note from So in their best, most practiced month-long handwriting, explaining that they're excited to do this again next month, and maybe they'll be there the second time around if they could beg Bess's pardon.
No, there is no judgment whether if you don't go.
Mm-hmm. I think So wants to go, and is also actually honoring what they said their wish is, to give themselves time to make sure that's true.
Yeah. And then she also, next time you see her, she just says, I will make sure to come get you and include you when they make the next batch.
Thank you for thinking of me. I will practice my flowers.
And then, like, in the next couple of weeks, are there like flowers everywhere?
Everywhere. Flowers everywhere. Yeah. No, truly all over the cabin. All over them.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Cinders.
Like, Aderin wakes up and there's like a bunch on her, and she's like...
If she fell asleep on the couch, Cinders is absolutely batting them around and playing with them. More than one end up in the fireplace.
Yeah, definitely. I love that.
All right. I don't know how to start this next scene with Dara. I know we talked about wanting to have a scene with Dara, but before that one, was there anything else you want to do? We've floated a couple ideas around.
For me, this is just kind of about getting cozy with my like Weaver cell. So I'm kind of like just interested in, like, as more time goes on, So keeps learning how to be more comfortable as a person walking in the world, as a person without another person's thoughts in their brain. Like, so I think just like, let me see.
Anzo is there as well as Gotthold. And then, like, I think with Gotthold, He's around a lot, especially over the first week or so.
Yeah.
He definitely likes to, at the most, every other day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Like, and he does his own work as well. Like, he has like a job. It just doesn't pay a lot, unfortunately. I pulled a card for that and like what kind of work he does, and I pulled the unwelcome child. God, he works in fucking childcare.
Oh. Oh my God.
I have to figure out exactly what it is, but he works in childcare. And the unwelcome child is not a good card, so it's hell.
Is it like an orphan situation? Like, is he helping littles? Like,
I don't know. I have to think about it.
mm-hmm.
I gotta think about it.
I think with Anzo, it's just because it seems like Anzo's not going to maybe approach So right away, and So would try to figure out how to approach Anzo because like everyone's like a little bit like figuring each other out. Maybe I kind of love the idea that So has been watching Anzo this month and trying to leave like little things that they think he would like around the cabin whenever he shows up.
Anzo is the type of man who does not speak a lot. He does not often just sit down and have conversations with people. And and like he'll answer. He won't ignore you if you ask him something. He'll answer. He'll have a conversation with you if you do it. But he doesn't talk a lot unless there is something that he needs to say.
I have a thought then. I think after like a couple weeks of trying to figure out like what conversation starter present to give him, what taught So that sitting in silence can be beautiful sometimes is Anzo. I think
that is
that's
absolutely correct.
That's how they learned the value of solitude. So I think every time he's at the house, So takes time to just sit in silence, like comfortable silence with Anzo. Yeah. And that's our relationship.
And like he does a lot of he conveys a lot through his actions as well. Oftentimes, if he is making food, he will also put aside if there's someone else in the house with him, he'll make a plate as well. If he makes a drink, if he doesn't automatically make it, he'll ask if someone wants a drink. He's making something. On more than one occasion, Aderin has like crashed on the couch and he'll like walk by and pull a blanket up around her. And like I think the biggest tell is that he's a good guy is that Cinder's like if Anzo is there, Anzo is her human.
Oh,
so all the time like on his lap, on his chest and such like that. And I think if you're okay with it, Anzo is the one that got So their first notebook and pen.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, I love that. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think in the very earliest days, So didn't know what to ask for or even how to ask. So I think that's like such a sign of like Anzo's character that, because he keeps seeing what people need and like asks. Like, yeah, totally.
And when he handed it off to you, he's like, to gather your thoughts and document your experiences as you live.
So, like, wordlessly just writes down exactly what he just said, like, to gather my thoughts and document, like.
Yeah. And I think what you notice really quickly about this notebook, it doesn't run out of pages.
Oh, magic.
It's still only like this thick, but it does not run out of pages.
So you can like make a mistake with a poem and then you can just try again. Like there's no shame in a mistake. Like, oh gosh.
And the pen does not run out of ink.
This dang crew. Does it change colors depending on what color I want it to be?
Yes, sure.
Yay.
Absolutely.
It's a mood pen.
Yes, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, no, for Anzo, I think that's perfect. I think their relationship is a lot of like silent moments of hospitality. And I think like how Anzo will always ask if someone else wants a drink when he's making one. So starts asking whenever they're making anything, they always ask Anzo, would you like something? Like it's just mimicking a good kindness that they've learned from him.
For Gotthold, he does, as I was saying, he does come around often. Like at least at the start, like every day. But then it like when he realizes, okay, you're in good hands, you're doing okay, like every other day. And like, he would want to bring you out if you wanted to go out and see new things, introduce, like meet new people, and like the small doses so you're not like overwhelmed like you were that first day.
I think the first time he offers, they're like, will you be worried? I think I really worried you the first time.
I don't think I'm going to be worried. I think you're adjusting very well.
Well, you made sure I could do so safely. I would love to go wherever you'd like to go.
Is there anything you would like to see first?
You said that there was a rainbow?
Tasting the rainbow.
I mean, if I can taste it, it surely must exist, and I've never seen one before. I don't have to eat it. I would just like to see one.
If you want to do you want to see one naturally or manufactured? Because I could easily make a rainbow, but that's not the same thing as seeing one.
The magic is in finding it, isn't it?
Then we need to wait for the right time. Unfortunately.
Right. Well, then we can go anywhere you want to go, but let's keep that one on the list.
I'll keep an eye on the weather. How about that?
Yes.
It's winter and the rest is Saturn right now, so we probably won't. Might see one in Fartown, but we might have to wait till the spring.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to that idea of it a long time. Bessa said that I could do something again in a month, and that's, wow.
I had a thought. Would you like to learn how to defend yourself?
Oh, wow. I suppose I have to. Yes, I want to learn everything, but I think I really have to.
In case someone tries to come after you again. It might be a good idea.
Hopefully I won't be alone if that happens, but just in case.
Just in case. Ever since he's gotten back, he has had a sword at his waist. He didn't wear it in shadow, but like basically every time you've seen him afterwards, he's had a sword.
Yeah.
And you've seen him over like the past month or so, him sparring with both basically everyone except Bessa at some point. But you also know that like when Gotthold and Dara were sparring and Aderin was watching, she would have leaned over to you at some point and be like, yeah, this is just something that we do every once in a while, except with Bessa. Bessa doesn't use a sword or anything like that. But she also would win every single bout.
Oh, wow.
Bessa's terrifying.
I'm a little worried about using a blade. I have some bad memories about blades.
You have bad memories about blades.
It's confusing. There were some things that I thought about when I was sleeping that I don't think I was supposed to think about, and there was a spear.
Interesting.
It's hard to think about.
Did it happen to you? Was it a memory, a dream?
I don't know. It was a poem. I know that much.
A poem?
Yeah, very beautiful, but very sad.
I'd love to hear it sometime if you're okay with it.
I wrote it down in my book. I don't mind sharing it with you. I so absolutely will let anybody who wants to read it.
Do you want to read it on stream?
Oh, yes, I'd love to. I guess that'd probably be the easiest way for people to know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So pulls out their book, and like it's the first time they've said the words with their mouth, so it almost feels like kind of big, like making it real for the first time. Pierce the heart beating for two. While ocean burned, the sky was clear. Flying low, I searched for you. When first I danced, the world was new. Safe at home, then wretched fear pierced the heart beating for two. I locked my wings above the blue and listened for over a year. Flying low, I searched for you. And then together our song grew. Your love, your joy, pure as a tear, pierced the heart beating for two. Screams and ships, the bugle blew. Warring thunder sent the spear. Flying low, I searched for you. If ever I rise, it will make true a world that turns without you here. Pierce the heart beating for two. Flying low, I search for you.
As you finish, Aderin has a sad, sorrowful look on her face. And she's usually very exuberant or very clever and charismatic, and she just... That was quite sad.
But it's so beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
But one of them was horribly, horribly killed. It's just hard to think about sometimes. Sorry, I'll use the sword. I know I must learn how to defend myself.
You don't need to use a sword.
I don't want whoever wants to hurt me to hurt any of you or me.
Well,
I should learn how, shouldn't I?
There are more weapons and more ways to defend yourself other than a sword. There are staves. There are knives. There are guns and bows. Your fists. Magic.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm very strong. I think I would have to. I just slept for so long. My muscles are all very. I think I would be very easy to kill if it was just a fist fight.
But also, there are ways to defend yourself that don't include hurting other people.
Yes, maybe I could think about it.
I'll
learn anything. How about I just learn anything any of you want to show me, and then I'll see what one I like at the end?
How about we start with simple self-defense, like avoiding being hit and blocking, how to get out of grips, and such like that. We can start with that.
And then could we also learn ways for me to help other people? To make sure if they're going to get hurt. That's what we do. That's what the Red Wreathers do.
First aid. Both magical and mundane.
Yes. There's something that feels funny to sew about that. Like, it almost feels like it's in conflict with their magic a little bit. There's some piece of them it's like, you can't heal people with magic. Like, there's some weird feeling about so they don't understand with their magic yet, but like, there's something a little more kinetic and even a little vengeful under there that they don't know how to understand just yet.
So I will tell Gotthold to very kindly pretend to attack you, and we can work together and he can teach you how to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Yes. It sounds like just the thing.
Perfect. And then if you want to learn how to beat someone up, you can. But remember, defending yourself doesn't mean you need to beat the other person away, hurt them. Sometimes defending yourself means just running away.
I could learn how to do that too. And maybe there's something I could do that doesn't pierce anyone's heart. I think that one would be hard to do.
Also very painful.
Because what if someone loved them?
Yeah. That's the case for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
She'll like pat you on the head, even though she has to reach up and
That's so cute.
She has to reach up and pat you on the head. You'll be fine.
Loves that. Contact is great, and like, oh, this is the specific one. This is add her to my thing.
Oh my god. So absolutely is all for the platonic cuddles.
Yes.
100%. But
they're just such a snuggle bug.
Pat. And that's over maybe like every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like an hour, 30 minutes minimum. Gotthold will come over and teach you and check on you and see how you're doing and bring you to new places.
I don't know if this is something Gotthold would notice, but I think So does come up with reasons to fall over during training so that Gotthold will hold their hand to help them stand back up. I don't think they even know they're doing it, and yet a part of them's like, I know I'm doing it.
I'm so curious if he would figure it out. I don't know. I think he's just a little bit worried, a worrywart.
That's that comes across. But also we go see wonderful things.
Yeah.
Really quick aside, just from Trout's life, I saw a winter rainbow the other day. I've never seen that in my life.
Oh my God.
I was like, am I in Mushishi right now? What is
Gorgeous.
going on?
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he would absolutely try and broaden your horizons.
I love that. I think that's what most helps So finally feel like they know what being in their own skin is. Like helping with the care packages, learning how to like help their found family, like getting people things, hospitality, but like experiencing the world and learning new perspectives. Like it makes the questions about how do I know what is objectively beautiful get a little more quiet when they see that there are so many people living so many ways.
I think what he would do is to broaden your horizons and like determine like what he should like introduce to you today is he would ask you to choose one of your 5 senses on one thing new you would like.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So if you choose hearing, he would probably, for example, maybe bring you off like somewhere like a waterfall in the tinkling of water. Or music. Absolutely, music would be the first one.
Because they asked. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. I think, and also I just think because they never got to touch anything for their entire time of sleep, I think the sense of touch is big for them. Like they want to feel textures.
Cinder's was probably a nice very first one.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Especially because there was like affection coupled with that. Like they're besties.
and sometimes for feeling, it doesn't always necessarily need to be soft or pleasant. No. Sometimes it's like very rough or like pointy. Like I think one time he's just like, I'm going to teach you something new, not because I think you'll enjoy it, but I think it's important for you to learn and experience it. And like he would explain to you what he would want to do and basically give you like a small cut if you haven't been cut by a knife already. Just like,
I don't think they've seen their own blood before.
And like, not that it's like a pleasant experience, but I do think it's important for you to learn what this is about.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to hurt.
Definitely.
I'm not going to hurt you like intentionally, but like maybe like on the back of the hand or something like that. I mean, nothing like a blood vessel, but like this will hurt.
I want to know.
And then just like very small cut. Probably just with like a not even the sword, just like a kitchen knife.
I think they like there was an ouch, but they didn't like scream or anything. They just kind of like watched it happen and experienced sensation. And then their first thought on seeing like the garnet color is beautiful. And then curiosity overcomes them. It's strange.
Yeah. Blood drinking is something that happens, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't think I want to drink that.
No, please. Yeah. Let me get you a Band-Aid and we can clean that up and so it doesn't get infected. You don't want it to be infected.
Oh. No. That sounds very, very frightening. I heard about infection.
Yeah. And then, yeah. God, now I kind of want to write out a list of things that he takes them to experience.
I love that so much. I also think just like as the story goes on, we can keep like remember winning and just make them up.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Like, yeah. No, there's a whole montage of them like hitting the town and like seeing so many things.
Definitely. All right. Last but not least, Dara.
Yes, Dara.
Dara, how did I describe them? Let me pull up my notes one more time. I wrote like a whole thing. I'm going to pull one more card before I
golly.
start. This will probably be the last scene. I've pulled the Hunter card on the Gold Sun. Value of 8, notions, cats, clocks, and wind. Meanings, nature, death, conflict, survival, seeking a goal. The hunter is a lonely soul, pursuing prey with a dogged tenacity. Their single-minded dedication is why they are successful in tracking, confronting, and killing their prey. The hunter knows better than anyone that it is kill or be killed in the harsh world we live in. In the city, we pretend civilization has lifted us above such things, but the hunter travels into the wilderness where no such delusions exist. But that's not to say that there aren't hunters in cities. On the contrary, there are hunters who prey upon people. Sometimes these hunters seek murder, but some hunt with other goals, just as dark. The hunter is the adept of notions. Her skills in the wilds and her knowledge of her prey and the best way to bring it down make her the match for any Vizsla. Okay, so I think at this point, Dara's appearance has changed again. As I've said previously, they change their appearance often, and you really quickly someone tells you that like to change like the drastic ways that they do, you need to go to a changery for it, and changeries are not cheap. So where Dara is getting this extra like income to get this done, no one's really sure, but it's obvious, but it's not coming from red readers, so it's their business, whatever. And this time they look very much, their head is awash with browns and greens, basically very camo vibes, and they're very like nature themed in their clothing. They seem to keep their complexion the same all the time, mostly changing like their eyes, their hair, and like their outfit. Their eyes today are no longer that faceted black gemstone, but instead are gold and slitted like a cat's. And they come around a lot. They talk a lot with Bessa and Anzo, actually, a lot. Similar to how you hung out with Anzo, they also do a lot in silence, work on a lot of things. They might have a book club together, but you're not 100% sure.
I have not plugged up the courage to ask to join that yet.
And I think they are here. I think everyone else is out. So it's just you and Bessa hanging out at the Red Readers.
Oh, really quick. Me and Dara, right?
Yes, you and
No
Dara.
worries. Just keeping it straight.
No. You and Dara are the only ones at the Red Readers base right now. I think other people were there, but they left over the course of the day. Bessa and Adarin specifically left to go on a date. But they're like, make yourselves at home, hang out, etc., etc. The usual. Go help yourself to the kitchen, whatever's in, etc., etc.
How much time do you think has passed at this point at the Reethers? Like,
they probably left like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, I mean, like, how long has So been here by this point when this conversation's taking place?
How long would you like it to have been?
I think I should be comfy at this point. I want to go like 3 months. Like, I've settled in.
Yeah, absolutely settled in. You live here.
But I will also say, like, live here, but also like have seen a lot of places and things with Gotthold. So it's kind of like I love this, but also I've seen a lot, and I have some aesthetic preferences now about like places where I might like to be or go or like, etc.
Yeah, you are.
Trout
learning.
Loves the cabin. Like,
you are learning what you want, and you are learning about yourself.
Yeah,
is what it boils down to. But yeah, Dara has been here. They were hanging out with y'all for a while. I think there was probably a meeting today, just like a full meeting, but it was just like a short one during the early afternoon. Anzo left, Gotthold left at some point, and then the other two left on a date. So Dara's just there, has been chilling in the living room, I think, like reading a book. Maybe absent-mindedly scritching cinders behind the ears as they read. How do you think so far your relationship with Dara has been? Because they have been flipping between smoothly suave and charismatic to poker face detached.
Yeah. I think it's been hard for So to find their in.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
think that I think like everything's been like cordial and amiable, like we've been like together, like as a
Right.
crew. But also I think that like Bessa and So found their thing. Gotthold and So obviously have their thing. Even Adarin like had a couple moments of like, oh, I see you with So. But I think that Dara and So haven't had that moment yet. Mostly
Yeah.
just because I think a lot of time hasn't passed yet.
Yeah.
And So is still learning about social cues. Like,
Right. Absolutely.
yeah, so I think mostly just like Anzo taught So how to live in the quiet and Dara's reading. So is enjoying a quiet day, like around the cabin. Like I think maybe having a little fun, like playing with the frost on the windows, like trying to make shapes. I think I think realizing you can see shapes in clouds and in frost was a big day for
Yeah.
So.
So you are both like living in this quiet.
Mhm.
And I think after like a little bit of time, after you all have settled into your routine, after everybody has left and it's just the two of you, I think what Dara does is like at some point they get to an end of the chapter and they like they put their bookmark in and they close their book and then they're just kind of like watching you for a little bit with one chin in their chin in their hand and they're like looking at you doing like your thing and just like quietly watching and observing.
I mean, having eyes on me at all is still a bit of a novelty. I think So can probably feel that the energy changed and also heard the book close. Like, oh, you were at a good stopping point in your
I
story?
I was. Yeah, I think I'm done reading for the day. Trying to figure out what to do next, actually. Debating
Hmm.
whether I want to go home or what, but
Um, if you want to stay, I could get food together. Are you hungry?
I'm a bit peckish. What were you
Uh,
thinking?
mm, I don't know. I don't actually know your favorites. I don't think I ever got to ask you that.
I enjoy fish a lot, but I also can go for like like a vegetable dish.
Mm, I know so little about myself, but I am allergic to shellfish, and I know that.
Hmm.
How about vegetables? So far, none of those have tried to kill me yet.
That sounds good.
Mhm.
I think that I saw some odd looking, I don't know if they're like gourds or
Mm.
legumes. They're I can't tell if they're very large legumes or very small gourds.
Hmm. I mean, do you? It's occurring to me, Dara, that I know so little about you. Do you enjoy cooking? I'm happy to do it, but I also don't want to take it from you if it sounds like something fun to do.
No, I am not much of a cook, unfortunately. I eat out a lot.
Ah, um, I do enjoy eating out quite a lot. It was my first experience with food, so it almost feels like the more comforting option to be told, truth be told. But Anzo taught me a few things.
I will set the table.
Good, good. I'll see if we have any sort of libations to go with our food, and I'll also cook it. That part too.
If you want to cook, I will look for the libations and prepare drinks and set
Mm-hmm.
the table. And they do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So cordial, just doing our thing. Like energy seems good. So just like I think determines that they are very large legumes and they know what to do with those. So they find some stock and are gonna boil them for a while and add some vegetables and try and make some sort of peasant style dish.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh god, that sounds really good.
No, I would make that right now. I have lentils in my cupboard and I'm like, ooh, hey, we
The,
could just do that.
I'm the very first time I made lentils, I accidentally used the whole bag.
You had so many left. Oh no.
And they did not turn out great.
Oh no. I'll tell you, I do make the whole bag now, but only because I am mixing them with veggies and stuffing them into pasties.
Mm-hmm,
Like they're
mm-hmm.
such good little hand pies. I love them very much.
Delicious. But yeah, so
Actually,
Um,
So's just gonna do that. So's just gonna like see if we have any like dough and try and make little hand pies out of these because it sounds really good to me right now.
you'd have to make the dough, but there is flour and stuff where you could.
I think this is
Yeah.
their moment. They're gonna try and impress them a little bit. Like, I'm gonna try and make pie crust.
Oh my god. But yeah, Dara ends up bringing out like plates, utensils, drinks. I think at this point they would know like what you prefer to drink,
Mm-hmm.
but would also probably take out like a small bottle of like wine
Mm-hmm.
for themselves. And also, have you tried wine yet?
It's been offered a few times. I stopped myself a lot because I know it can alter your thinking, and I've been trying really hard to make sure I understand what I'm thinking, but
You don't have to try it. I was just going to
no,
offer it if you wanted it.
I told myself I would try something on the third offer. It's been I've been organizing it that way. So this is the third time someone's asked, and I would like to try some wine, please.
They will do like a little bit.
Oh, God.
Like, like when you're at like a wedding and they like do the little bit, like a sip of champagne, like for the
That's
toast.
so funny.
They'll put that much in a cup for you. That way it's not wasted if you don't like it.
Okay, this is for me. What kind of wine is this? Like, what are we dealing with?
I have a specific wine.
Ah,
So
amazing.
in Invisible Sun, there is a type of wine. Let me find it. Where is it? Zeros. There is a specific type of wine. I think it's under zeros in the book. There is a type of wine called red wine, capital R, capital W. Red wine is bottled in the red sun and carries the essence of that sun.
Holy
It is
moly.
delicious, but it burns. Drink a little, and the endorphin rush that accompanies the slight intoxication is an interesting experience. Drink too much, and you'll literally feel the lining of your esophagus disintegrating, and you'll
So that's why
suffer 1 point of damage with each glass beyond the first. Drinking contests with red wine can be deadly.
Yeah. So I get the thimbleful, one, because I'm a new drinker, and two, because that's really all you should be having.
Well, a regular 4-ounce, 8-ounce, whatever the
Yeah.
appropriate length is for wine. But you only get like a sip or two. This
Yeah.
is the only wine available, but it is more of an experienced drinker's wine, so don't set this as the standard for wine.
But what a great first experience.
It
And
might hurt.
that's all right. Got cut my hand the other day.
They will give you your glass half.
I down it. I want the full mouth experience.
Yeah. You will not suffer damage, but as it is said, it is hearty and full-bodied.
Wow. That's wow.
This is, if you are ever offered red wine, do not have more than 1 glass.
What happens?
You could die
Oh,
and burn a hole in your throat.
there are so many ways to die.
There are.
One wonders why that assassin needed all of you to kill me. They could have just given me some wine.
Yes. But, what are you making?
Oh, Anzo showed me how to make dough. I was going to put their legumes. I was going to put one of these big fat legumes inside the dough and make little pies.
Okay.
I don't know if it will work. So there will also be leftover legumes just in case this is horrible. But I think I've got it.
All right. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, like they've been firing them in batches, so they have a couple ready. They pull out like one for each of them, and it's like a little personal like pot pie size with like a giant lentil inside of it. Like,
And how did they turn out?
I think they're a little oversalted because So is very much like there's too much zeal for life right now.
Right.
I think the bottom is slightly soggy. They didn't know they should par bake. But overall, like the dough, the top of it's crispy. It's just they needed to like partially bake the dough first before putting in the filling, and they're still learning about pastry.
Yeah. And I think like as you are like making the dough, like you very enthusiastic, I think what happens is Dara doesn't use like they're meant to be like hand pies, right? They end up using a fork at that
Yeah.
point, which is fair. And I think what they say next is very unintentionally slips past their mouth, right?
Oh,
You know, they're a bit ugly looking, but the taste is fine.
I think So puts theirs down. You're right, they are ugly.
It still tastes good. I wouldn't.
I should have known that they were ugly. I should have seen that.
Just they taste fine, so
Yeah. Yes. I don't think I want to eat them anymore.
but they taste fine.
Why didn't I know they were ugly when I was touching them? It's like the one thing I'm supposed to know how to do.
So
Is this beautiful or is it ugly?
I think you're taking this a little too I don't know about personally, but it's a little bit of an overreaction. It's fine.
It's not an overreaction. It's all personal. It's literally what I am for, Dara. Like, it's not your fault. You're correct. I should have seen it. I was supposed to see that. I can't even stand to look at them. What was I thinking? Shouldn't have.
I'm sorry for calling them ugly, but it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with saying what's true. There's something deficient in me for not being able to see that and handing it to you. I'm supposed to be the arbiter of what is beautiful and what is not.
And you can just like not that So is paying attention, but like to us, like Dara is like has paused and is just like, shit, I said the wrong thing. How do I? But like, obviously, what I'm going to say is not going to get through at this point, right? So they just put their fork down and now you know.
Yes. Something must have happened to make me not see it. Bessa and Adarin keep saying that I'm allowed to just like what I like and not like what I don't like, and that's enough for deciding what's beautiful. But obviously not. Obviously that leads you astray. That leads you down the wrong path, and then you can't see the most ugly thing in front of your eyes, and you give it to a friend. I hate that I know that. And worse, I hate that I didn't know that 2 seconds ago. Like, they pound the table a little bit. They're pretty mad.
What can I do to improve the situation?
I would say, let me make you something beautiful, but now I think I don't like cooking at all. I think I never want to cook again. Just in case, you know? I am being ugly to you. This is not your fault. This is my fault. I'm glad you told me. You woke me up.
So, I don't want to say don't worry about it, but I am not the right person for this. I am not the right person to have this discussion.
What discussion? Is this a specific kind of discussion?
No. Comforting. Saying everything is going to be okay. And
no one can know that.
I'm not good at it. Okay? But everything's going to be okay. The world is not going to end because of your first attempt at making something.
But you know, Dara, maybe that's the problem. Maybe the fact that their mistakes are impossible here or permissible here. This is such a comfortable, accepting place that my standards have been so thoroughly lowered that I've stopped being able to even decide what I think is beautiful or ugly. Maybe the problem is that I've been here and comfortable and safe.
Or
for
maybe
too
your
long.
standards are ridiculously high.
What do I have but my standards? It's who I am.
There's always a middle ground.
Maybe for you.
I think I'm going to get going and let you be in your feelings for a bit. And if you need me, well, you know how to get in contact with me. And I'll see you at the next meeting, okay?
Okay, fine. See you later.
And they'll stand up and they actually take the bottle of wine with them.
That's so smart.
And they'll give Cinders a scritch, get their jacket for the snow, and leave.
So knows that they are so correct about this, and they don't understand why they feel so ashamed, not at the mistake. They feel ashamed at how they reacted to it, even though they know they're right. They can't think of anything to do but to throw all of the pies into the fire so they don't have to look at them anymore.
Yeah. And how do Bessa and Adarin find you when they get back from their date?
I think they find So. Like, So has almost no possessions. Like, they don't... Like, they've only been in the world 3 months. Like, they have their clothes. They have their notebook. I think as best they can, they're sitting on the couch, like, kind of let the fire burn low.
Yeah.
And it begins a night of a long talk of So explaining that they shouldn't live here anymore.
And
They're not leaving the Reethers, but they think that they've gotten too confused. And it's really hard to talk them out of it.
And
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. And I don't think they try to talk you out of it either. They're like, if that's what you want to do, absolutely. You can stay here as long as you need to until you find a place. And then they ask you, do you want any help finding places? Like, what are you looking for? And so on and so forth.
Yeah, I think it comes out that So wants to be someplace very high so they can see the world. And they need to be in a place that's very neutral. And they need to be in a place where the only standards that they're accountable to are their own, so they can learn to really regiment those.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I can accept, this is what I can't. They're like, there's a moment of real desperation, like, I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I can get back what. It's all twisted up now inside of me, and it's no one's fault. It's my fault. I didn't realize what was happening, and it was wonderful, and I didn't want it to stop, but I have to go. I have to go. I love you all.
It's fine. You are allowed to have your own space. And this is Bessa speaking. You're allowed to have your own space. You are allowed to want your own home to feel comfortable in.
Can I still make the care boxes with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll let you know when we have them.
I don't want all the good feelings to stop. I don't want them to stop. I just don't want to make myself be lost again. I was lost and asleep for a very long time. Do you understand?
I understand, So. And it's okay.
It's okay.
Do you want a hug?
Yes.
And I think you get a group hug between the three of you.
I'll come to every meeting, like muffled in their shoulders. I'll come to every meeting. I'm coming to everyone. Don't worry. I'm going to bring presents. Thank you for getting it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And like, Adarin, like, is talking to Bessa, but it's like, but you hear it as well. It's like a kid, like, moving out for the first time, Bessa.
Oh my God. That's so cute.
And I have one last question before we end.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe where So ends up moving into now, or at some point during the campaign?
I think I'm honestly, like, weirdly letting So be in their feelings about it for a minute and need a little time to stew in and out of character. It'll be really fun when we come back to figure out what that looks like and hope it's not just like a cinder block room.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had an idea on what it looked like yet, which is why I was asking. So
no,
we'll
not
do it
quite.
next time.
Yeah.
When
I think wherever it is, it either will be the beginning of the foundations of their church or what they hope it ends up being like someday. Like,
all
I think
right,
that's kind of a beginning step for them.
perfect. In that case, we'll end. We'll say, hey,
Ah!
hi, we are, where you can find us, and so on and so forth. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, I'm Trout Rice Carlson. I'm half of the duo that makes Trixie Wizard Comics. Today I was playing So. Um, you can find our stuff at trixiewizard.com and Trixie Wizard on BlueSky. If you like comics, we're making a little webcomic right now about a tiny guy with a gigantic locket that he carries everywhere with him. So give it a read. It's called Walk on Weetrill. That's my stuff.
Ah, and hey, hi, I'm Mara. I use they, she pronouns, and you can find me on all applicable social media, Archmage of Dice. Just check the Sword and Key Twitter, not Twitter, screw that site, Blue Sky for any what's coming up and everything like that. We will have either, whether this is the 4th or 5th episode, it will be we will have one more, or next time you'll see us will be session 1 of the Indigo Nexus Invisible Sun game.
Ah.
That'll be on the Saturday, the 21st of February at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And with that, we're gonna get going, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for learning more about So and one of our new characters. Bye.
Bye.